People can't stand this new wave. The jealousy is everywhere, and it's boiling over. But what's truly wild is that the WNBA has always dreamed of this kind of attention and growth. So, why are so many players and insiders suddenly desperate to tear down the league's biggest engine for ratings and money? If you're smart, you're profiting off Caitlin Clark's rise. Why bully the one person supercharging your entire sport? And nothing rattles the haters more than someone saying the quiet part out loud. That's exactly what happened when Sophie Cunningham broke the silence and called out the targeted harassment against Caitlin Clark. For so long, the bullying was barely mentioned until Sophie had the guts and platform to say what fans have been yelling online for months. If you agree with Sophie, drop "Protect Caitlin Clark" in the comments. There are talented, big names all over the WNBA, nobody's denying that. But when critics claim Clark isn't the face of the league or say the WNBA would have grown just fine without her, it's pure fantasy. As Sophie and others bluntly said, that kind of thinking isn't just wrong, it's bad business. You don't keep the golden goose in a cage, then act shocked when the eggs stop rolling in. The noise is getting deafening and the tension unbearable. What started in group chats and angry comment sections is being shouted by league insiders. Sophie hasn't just seen Clark's gauntlet, she's lived it. And she's done watching as the league's most valuable star is abused, disrespected, and openly targeted by opponents and officials who should be protecting her. Cunningham made it plain, challenging the league, its players, and the system itself. She revealed how locker rooms plotted to show Clark what the W is really about. This isn't ordinary rookie hazing. Cunningham was in those Phoenix Mercury huddles. She's heard teammates plan to hit Clark and teach her a lesson not just physical, but malicious, coordinated, and relentless. Things only got worse once Sophie became Caitlin's teammate. Now on the inside, she's seeing the vendetta in clearer focus. "What are people doing? It's just too much," she said. Every rookie gets tested, but this has never been the treatment for Ainwe Star before. She compared Clark's treatment to LeBron James' brutal, but even he was protected from the truly malicious stuff. For Clark, some players and fans are turning a blind eye and excusing the abuse as trash talk. Let the numbers tell the story. In Clark's rookie year, she absorbed 20% of the league's flagrant foul zone in every 5. She missed games due to repeated injuries. That's not a coincidence, that's a campaign. Even sports media has jumped on the hate train, pretending this isn't different when it's right there on every game tape. It's gotten so bad, fans and analysts are questioning the league's integrity. Incidents keep mounting. Kennedy Carter's cheap shot, Alyssa Thomas's unchecked body slam, and Marina Mabry's push that sent Clark sprawling. Refs look the other way, and the message is crystal clear. Clark is not being protected. Cunningham knows this system inside and out. She's played for and against Clark, and she knows exactly where the line is. These are not isolated, hard basketball plays. These are premeditated attacks. And Cunningham didn't just talk, she took matters into her own hands. On her podcast, Show Me Something, Sophie torched the entire WNBA cover story. She admitted that Mercury teammates openly planned to rough up Clark. She confessed she's been part of that game plan. And then, as a Fever player, she flipped the league's silent enforcer. Sophie gave a hard foul, sparked a melee, and sent a message. If you target Caitlin, you deal with her too. And the fans loved it. Overnight, her TikTok exploded by 600,000 followers. Her jersey sold out everywhere. Sophie became a movement. Fans called her the enforcer, the WNBA desperately needed, scooping up every bit of Cunningham merch to prove it. Sophie didn't just stop at players, she went at the league itself. She posted a TikTok mocking the refs' inconsistencies and got hit with a $500 fine. Her reaction? She laughed it off. There's bigger problems in the league than my TikTok. She's unafraid to call out the double standard openly. If she or any other player delivered the hits Clark took, they'd be ejected. The leash is short, but the refs just let Clark get mauled. Now, it's not just about protecting Clark. The protection Sophie offers has made her a target too. Sophie's being battered in games, the elbow to the face against Connecticut, a chokehold from the Sparks, and again, no whistle. What used to happen only to Clark is now happening to anyone willing to defend her. Jealousy is spreading like wildfire, and Sophie's stepping into the fight head first. While others avoided the truth, Cunningham is speaking up. The real green-eyed monster in the locker room is jealousy. The receipts are everywhere. Clark led All-Star voting by a mile, but among players, barely snuck into the top 10 among guards, just as Dick Vitale said, pure envy. bitter interviews, players celebrating her injuries. Sophie's highlighting all of it. She nails exactly what these players miss. Clark's impact is boosting everyone's salaries and visibility, yet jealousy makes them act against their own interest. Even more damning, the referee problem isn't getting better. Sophie's seen it with her own eyes. Clark's missed huge stretches of her second season. 14 games gone, 3 different injuries, all after a college career without a single missed contest. She had to skip out on the Commissioner's Cup final and her hometown All-Star game. The targeting is relentless and unchecked, and the silence from officials is just as dangerous as the violence on the court. Even Caitlyn's own family has had enough. Her brother Colin Clark called out the refs on social media, blaming them for her injuries. He deleted the posts, but the outrage is clear to anyone paying attention. Sophie's not just venting for clicks. She's out there taking the hits, drawing the fouls, and absorbing the heat as Caitlyn's bodyguard. Already, she's shot up past 1 million followers, landed deals with Adidas and Ring, and turned her support into a brand on Colin Cowherd's Volume podcast network. Her voice is everywhere, and she's used it to make the league's secrets public. The hypocrisy runs deeper. Sophie points to the economic reality. Caitlyn Clark's rookie card went for $660, almost 10 times her salary. She's the golden goose. But every dangerous no-call and every ignored cheap shot lights a match under the WNBA's future. Cunningham is sacrificing her body and her own reputation to send a message: protect your biggest investment or lose everything. She even posts the receipts, a photo from a Fever game with Clark in street clothes. Stands packed just to see the rookie sit on a bench. ESPN and lazy talking heads who claim Clark isn't moving the needle look ridiculous. Fever games sell out even when Clark doesn't play. Sophie Cunningham's actions mark a clear turning point. She's forcing the WNBA to choose: be ruled by bitterness and ego, or protect a transcendent star and grow the game forever. The ball is in the league's court. Do they protect Clark and capitalize on the moment, or botch the greatest opportunity in league history out of spite and incompetence? Clark's injuries haven't slowed. Targeting hasn't stopped. Officiating is worse than ever. But at least now, thanks to Cunningham, the silence is broken. She's dragged these issues into the open, and she refuses to back down. Fans, media, and even insiders across basketball are picking sides. More are speaking out and joining Sophie's call for real protection and accountability. Her stand has forced everyone from refs to league execs to confront the truth. You can't milk the golden goose and then look away when it's being slaughtered. If you stand with Sophie, comment, protect Caitlyn Clark. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss the next bombshell.